to give his little input.
Me in the face over the phone. It was ridiculous.
It was a little intense. But back to talking about the music and whatnot. How do you think you guys have changed and evolved as artists, as bandmates, as people, whatnot, from the current groups you're part of?
Well, between, I'm going to say somewhere right around between our first group, Group Home, and James and I's first solo project.
Gaining more of a business aspect as opposed to I'm the best in the entire world aspect of thinking.
I feel like every rapper has to go through that, like, you
know
what I mean? They're like that, I am the ish kind of.
I mean, there is like a sense of egotism that has to.
You have to have it. You have to have it. You have to. You just can't let it get into the way of creating business and putting you in this week has putting you in jail like Mr. Mark.
Broke my way out of jail.
Yes. He is free now though, so we are available.
How do you think though that for kids growing up who they like use like writing and rapping as an outlet, just kind of as almost like a release, when do you think it's time for them to start taking it seriously? Like when do you think it's time?
It should always be taken seriously. It should be fun, but it should be always serious.
Yeah. Do you think that? So when people are like, well, I don't know if you guys listen to much Childish Gambino, but he was talking about how everyone's trying to be a rapper these days. Do you think that's a problem, or do you think that it's okay that everyone?
Mainstream. I guess that's like the biggest negative aspect of.
But for your everyday.
The, like influx of many rappers is that like a lot of kids just pick up the idea that things are about drugs, money, and just like still the mainstream aspects of like bumping and whatever. I like the idea that there are as many rappers as there are coming up, just as long as they're
talking about something,
taking it seriously.
Seriously,
like,
gotcha.
I mean, basically, just be true to yourself, like with any form of expression.
Do you think you engage in a different persona when you're playing with your band?
No, not at all.
Just.
Nope.
Just let it come out.
I'm the same guy when I wake up in the morning as I am when I'm sitting behind a drum kit.
Do you think that the idea of like a basement or like a garage band has turned into like your after-school rapper, or do you think that there's still a solid community of basement making, garage band kicking alternative bands out there?
Well, I think, you know, with the advent of new technology at a more affordable price to everyone, that it's really opened up people to, like, a lot more people to be able to, you know, experiment with rap. Before, garage band, you get yourself a guitar, an amp, and a, you know, crappy drum kit, and you can start a band. But hip hop and urban music, you need a microphone and you need a beat laboratory. You know, you gotta have all that stuff. And now that it's more affordable for people, I think that you're gonna see a lot more people experimenting with it. I'm excited about that, actually.
Yeah, definitely. That's
but that applies for all music in general. I mean, the fact that things are so easily accessible now. I mean, you're seeing just a very large number of new musicians of all types, all sorts, everywhere. I mean,
and new genres coming up with these artists.
And everybody's getting exposure.
Yeah, I heard something.
Do you think that, okay, if I had to ask you what songs you guys are most proud of, for whatever reason it may be, whether it be because, you know, it was a feat maybe technically for you guys, or I mean maybe for you, or like maybe you tried something out and it really worked for you, or it was most received well, what do you think you would say if I asked you what your favorite songs you're most proud of are?
Tell them about the Marktron.
It's fantastic.
Fantastic.
That's my favorite song.
I like the sound of that already.
I created an identity just like a superhero, a comic superhero for myself.
That's awesome.
And the song just that's what it does, is it follows the comic superhero through his avenging, and it's gained a lot of really good fans. I mean,
and for you, Travis, what do you think?
That song, and
you had maybe even it can be a part of a song or a song in general that you as a band feel like.
Well, as climactic as this is going to sound, I actually, when we were in the studio recording our album, I had trouble with a lot more of the simple stuff that I thought I would breeze right through. So my most technical song I think on that CD would be Don't Play. I'm very proud of that. I did that in 2 takes. Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't play.
It's always, for me, I always feel like I constantly grow as an artist. Every song that I write is better than the last. So for me, I think right now the top song is the newest single that I put out on Reverb Nation, Legg the Preacher, is the Slash. It's called Subliminal. And it's pretty much, you know, just a lot of snakes out here, you know, and they're trying to bite, but they're going to get bit back.
Well,
so it's pretty much
scene,
just the message
I guess,
going out.
particularly right now in BG, causes you guys to like grow as an artist, or does it just cause unnecessary drama that you'd rather not deal
There's
with?
tension.
Yeah, who's hating?
It inspires me personally. One of the songs that I was thinking for Outspoken is One Night Stand, and it has a Janis Joplin one, you know, she's got a little sample in the hook, but the song was just us venting our aggressions about the oppositions that we faced. I mean, we do it without any of the like name drops. It's just very
classy.
It has its own like. I mean, it's definitely one of my favorites because we accomplished what we wanted to completely, and we also.
It's like you can take the negativity that is gained and put something positive into it by motivating you with lyrics. And as long as you're not trash naming anybody, you know, you're not doing.
I mean, like,
you're getting motivation.
I'm always amazed by how much, like, if you go out in a local scene, you really find a lot of people that are worth working with. And I feel like people should be, instead of fighting, okay, you did that and that's awful. Like, if people just kind of took it as like a collective force, and they could really make some. Here's my question: do you think the music scene in Ohio as a state is coming up more? I know particularly for urban artists, I feel like everyone's from Ohio, everyone's from Cleveland, or everyone's from Cincinnati. Do you think that there's potential for a solid actual established music scene in Ohio?
It's always been established.
I've been told that Columbus is just growing exponentially at a ridiculous rate, and I guess Chicago is falling behind Columbus, so I think that says something because Chicago's Broadway.
Yeah, and
I mean it's supposed to be. I mean that's on the maps.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, people in Beijing know Chicago.
I just wish that people would take that kind of attitude that is here and just use it towards something instead of just bashing other people with it. Because honestly, I mean, if we could all work hard to build something here, that would be so much more beneficial to everyone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Well, then you get like people looking at this area as a place to draft, you know, artists for. I mean, that's really what it's all about, is the big picture, guys.
It's about building the scene, because a lot of people come in here and leave after 4 years. It's a college town.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we are in a good location. Yeah. I mean, just like the Northwest or North.
We're centralized.
Ohio.
Yeah.
We're right under the Great Lakes, and we're in the center, pretty much of the states. Port. I mean, we are the Midwest.
Yeah, we are the Midwest. Well, and if you could work with any artist, any DJ, any artist, any drummer, any singer, any whatever, any producer even, who'd you guys choose? If you could add another member to Outspoken or to your band, just not to ruin the chemistry, just if it.
My job. I just choose somebody I want to hang out with. I go for Marilyn Manson.
Shaq Beats chose R. Kelly.
Yeah, R. Kelly, that fits them.
I want to meet that guy. He seems like a swell dude.
I really think, I kind of envy BET ciphers. So I think I'm just going to have to go with that right there. Give me a BET cipher every year, and then I'm good.
That I would like to work with Max Weinberg. Weird enough, I know it's really weird. He was playing drums for Conan O'Brien, but
he's talented.
He's very talented.
He has a great smile.
He's just an all-around really talented guy. He actually plays a lot more instruments than the drums. I'm sure he knows. I mean, I can make a beat out of anything. Do I know what scale or what key I'm playing out of? No.
All right, well, let's take another break and listen to some music, and then I'll get you guys your weather and whatnot.
Let's get Abby in here.
Yeah. But right now, on that note, I guess we'll start playing some Lesson 22, and I'm going to go with To Whom It May Concern.
I'm glad you chose that. I'm so glad. And I think everyone else in the band's going to be really happy.
All right, well, to Lesson 22. This is off of Animal Hill.
I'm actually kind of excited, too. I went to the show last week, was it?
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, to check them out, get a feel for the music, and I missed their performance by, a half an hour?
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
It was bad, yeah.
Well, to everyone listening, this is To Whom It May Concern off of Animal Hill by Lesson 22. Thank you, Travis, for giving your wonderful insight, and everyone should go see them on Saturday.
Howard's, Club H.
Alrighty. And...
There's a bone in my head that I've picked. for you to do what you're born with. It's attracted by cause and unbounded by laws, and it goes a little something like this. If I could put all I feel into words, my screams went down so absurd. I'd write out a song that's 100 years long, and the rest of it may concern. It's been 20-some odd years since I first appeared, and each candle blown brings me closer to home. By the time the rising smoke clears, well, I would try to break open my chest if I wasn't scared of losing my breath. I take it all in, hoping my head will spin to forget this pulsating mess. That's my heart. That's my heart. There's lines in the road that divide. Oh, hellos from my goodbyes. And if the chance came to cross over lanes, we'd do what we do to survive. Like paint ourselves to shine like gold, of fixing ourselves in a fraudulent mood. Lessons we've learned become pleasure to bear on the days of old. And the people say, and the people say, we should really start thinking before we dive head first into war. Yeah, times are tough, but spilling out guts for me.